Hey paper crafters, welcome to another Design with Joe video. I'm Joanne Rogers, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Alberta, Canada, and I've been designing with you in mind since 1999. Today I have another Joe Tips video for you. This one is, which black ink pad should I use when? Stampin' Up! Has two black ink pads, and the first one is called Tuxedo Black Memento, and the second one is called Stays On. And sometimes it can be confusing what to use when. For my regular day-to-day stamping, I use the Tuxedo Black, and I want to tell you a little bit about it and why. So it is a stamp that is water-based, so it's easy to clean up. It's a nice true black. It doesn't fade. It's water resistant. It's not waterproof. I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. But where it's really great and where it shines is with your Stampin' Blends. So you want to use something that doesn't have an alcohol base on it when you're using your alcohol markers. So for every day, that's the one I pull out, and I'll just show you a couple cards made with it. So this one here, just regular stamping on the words up here. That's just, it works great on our designer paper. If you're going to be coloring with your watercolor pencils, then it is great for that. So it's not going to move at all. This one, they're just colored. They're not, I didn't take a wet paintbrush to it. If you're going to be using your Stampin' Blends, that is where they really shine. So you can see here, even when I use my Stampin' Blends, which is a fairly wet and an alcohol-based marker, the black line doesn't move at all. So some of the things about the Stays On, it also is a nice true black. It is fade resistant, but it is a little bit more difficult to clean up. And you have to be careful when you're using it on your stamps that you clean them right away, because it's permanent, meaning that it is going to stain your stamps. So if you don't like that idea, then Memento definitely is your stamp pad of choice. Where the Stays On shines is with water. So it is waterproof, not water resistant. So it means that when you add water to your paper, it is going to stay put. The other place it's fantastic is on surfaces that are not paper. So plastic, metal, wood, anything that is not paper is you're going to be able to use your Stays On pad. So just to show you a couple things there. So here's a watercolor background that I stamped with Stays On afterwards. If you're going to watercolor, so this is a watercolored Christmas card. So with watercolor, I use my Stays On all the time. And then if I have a background effect that's a little bit different, so this one also has a water effect spritzed on it, then I stamped my butterflies in Stays On. And then just to show you something that's plastic, so here's just a little Christmas bag for somebody, and I stamped the snowflakes on there in Stays On first, and it is permanent on there. It's not going to move, and it dries really very quickly. So I hope that answers what the difference is between Memento and Stays On and when you might want to use them. They both have a place in my stamp room. Memento Black is the one that I reach for all the time, but I also use my Stays On for different things. And if you've got a question niggling at you, drop me an email at joe@designwithjoe.ca and let's see if we can't figure it out together. And if you're not yet on my mailing list, why not pop on over to www.designwithjoe.ca and get yourself signed up. I post weekly tips and tricks, all kinds of designs and ideas, and all the latest news in the Stampin' Up! Paper crafting world. I'd love to have you join in there. Thanks very much and have a great paper crafting day.